Riccardo Patrese and Thierry Boutsen, and Benetton's Alessandro Nannini. But after yesterday's final qualifying session, today's race is wide open. Yet again, for the 39th time in fact, Ayrton Senna is in pole position in his McLaren Honda. But only 0.6 of a second slower, Gerhard Berger is alongside Senna on the front row. Pierluigi Martini and Luis Sala are an excellent 5th and 9th for Minardi. Martin Brundle is well up at 10th, Jonathan Palmer is 18th and Derek Warwick is 22nd. But Johnny Herbert just failed to qualify in his Tyrrell.
It goes, and Berger is ahead at the first corner, the first falling right-hand corner. Gerhard Berger leads, chops off Ayrton Senna, who has got Nigel Mansell right behind him. Mansell going for the inside, Prost is in 4th place. Martini, who qualified well, is still in 5th position. They have all got round that first vital turn together. And now they come uphill. Berger leads, Senna 2nd, Mansell 3rd, Prost 4th, Martini 5th, Patrese is 6th, then it's Alex Cathy in 7th place, and Thierry Boutsen is 8th, and Berger is barely streaking away.
Yes, Berger doing his, what we've now come to expect, his trademark, a stormy start, using that semi-automatic gearbox to good effect, as he's shown in several races this year. Always been quick off the line. And he out-muscled Ayrton Senna into the first corner. Senna had the inside line, but could only get alongside. Berger wasn't having any of it. And look at him flying around the opening lap. Now, no rush for Senna. He's going to settle down, size things up, because overtaking is pretty difficult here in Portugal and requires a bit of tactics. So Senna won't be chasing Berger hard at the moment. I'm sure he'll be playing in, trying to bring his tyres in gently and get the race established.
And watch little Pierluigi Martini in 5th position. There is only one compound of Pirelli tyre. Most of the runners are on Goodyears, which have been so successful over the year, but now they're having a challenge. Berger is really taking his opportunity with a clear track. Of course, he did extremely well at Monza by finishing in 2nd place to score his first ever points of 1989.
Meanwhile, Mansell continuing to look for a way around Senna, and Prost, who's looked pretty dejected on the racetrack all weekend and certainly looked no different the first few laps, is beginning to catch Senna again. Just by at a glance, I would have said Prost is not falling back any further.
So there's the battle. You can see Alain Prost in the background. He's just about 1.8 seconds behind Nigel Mansell, that we're looking at in 3rd position. Mansell 3rd, Prost 4th. And Ayrton Senna can count all the points he gets in this race in the World Championship. You're looking now at Senna's car ahead of Nigel Mansell. Watch Mansell's fingers, if you can, underneath the steering wheel. They operate the rocking levers on the left and right of the steering wheel underneath the rim, which control the hydraulics of the semi-automatic gearbox. It has an electronic brain which blips the engine for the driver when he's changing down, and there you can see Alain Prost is inching up on Senna and Mansell, and now surely Mansell could go for it here. He's out from behind, he's going through. Nigel Mansell up into 2nd place, Ferrari 1st and 2nd on lap 8 of the Portuguese Grand Prix, and already Mansell is starting to pull away from Senna.
Yes, well, he was running so close behind him, it was quite clear that Mansell was going to be able to go noticeably quicker, to tuck that closely under the wing of a car in front. And here we see again Mansell pulling out, and Senna doesn't really fight it. He knows that Mansell's got the corner, gives him plenty of space, and now we see it from the cockpit. Tremendous. This is good use of the onboard camera on the straight now, coming up into the braking area, just towing up. Mansell pulls out. Still, his momentum hasn't reached the braking area yet.
Senna in third position you are looking at. Prost there getting ever closer in fourth position. Now Patrese, if we see him, is starting to have a go at Martini. You are watching Ayrton Senna. Ahead of him, the two Ferraris, Berger and Mansell. There is Mansell. In the background, Alain Prost. Gerhard Berger is consistently the fastest. His gap now between himself and Mansell is 7.7 seconds, and the race order on lap 12 out of 71 in the Portuguese Grand Prix. Gerhard Berger, Ferrari, leads. Mansell, Ferrari, second. Senna and Prost, McLaren Hondas, third and fourth. Fifth is Martini in the Minardi. That's the highest they've been in a Grand Prix this year, or ever. Sixth is Patrese, Williams, seventh, Boots and Williams, eighth. Johansson, as James has told us, in the Onyx. Then, in ninth position, as Berger crosses the line, it is Alex Caffey, the little Italian, in the Dallara. And you can see that the Ferrari, which has got about 650 horsepower, is handling beautifully here.
Yes, it certainly is. Mansell's car, when we were looking from on board, looked very comfortable to drive to me. And that's Roberto Moreno, stopped out on the circuit. Now, he had a bit of a frightening shunt in practice yesterday when he tangled with another car, I believe it was Derek Warwick, and flew over the top of it, but they got him running again.
Gerhard Berger completes lap 13. Now let's see what the gap is as Nigel Mansell approaches the finishing line and crosses it now, and it's 6.7 seconds. Mansell is lapping 0.6 of a second faster than Berger. There is Prost, there is Martini, here he is with the two Williams behind him. Martini fifth, Patrese sixth, Boutsen seventh. Martin Brundle is the next British driver. He is in 10th position. Jonathan Palmer in the Tyrrell is in 15th place. Derek Warwick, who started well down, is in 20th position. Johnny Herbert, of course, sadly, because he was very sick yesterday, failed to qualify. We're riding with Gerhard Berger now in the Ferrari.
There's a huge gaggle of traffic in front of Berger, just ahead of him, and not that far ahead. We can see the back of them now, but we will see a gaggle. I didn't actually count them just then as I was looking out of the window from where we don't have a particularly good view, but it looked like at least half a dozen cars all battling away, and this isn't going to be easy for Gerhard to get through them. But remember, he's a charger in the Senna mode, and there is the gaggle. And it was about 6 cars too.
And the first one he has to take with Mansell passing Arnoux and closing up definitely on Berger. The first one that Berger has to pass is Eddie Cheever in the Arrows, who is below 20th position, I can tell you that.
Berger lost a lot of time on that lap behind Arnoux, and Mansell was lucky because he caught Arnoux on the straight and didn't lose any time over it. So the gap now is, well, it's visual. It's 2.5 seconds.
Eddie Cheever gesticulating furiously at one of the Lola cars. It's either Alboreto or Alio. Now we're going to see Gerhard Berger and how he copes with this traffic, and Mansell will close right up on him. I'm absolutely sure of that. That's Cheever, and Berger absolutely blasts past the Arrows. Now, where is Mansell? Look for Nigel Mansell in the background. Coming up to the Lola now. And in front of the Lola is Emanuele Pirro. It's Alboreto in front of Berger now, and it's Pirro in front of Alboreto. Both about to be lapped by the Ferrari, which is on lap 20.
Yes, very frustrating for Berger, this, to get that bigger group in front of him. He might be able to do one of the cars on the straight, but of course they're helping each other with the tow. Look at the power of the Lamborghini engine. Berger and Ferrari can do nothing about that, so Mansell goes onto his tail. And a chance for Mansell to challenge for the lead now with the help of the traffic.
On lap 20 out of 71, Berger has got to get past Alboreto and Pirro smartly here. He's passed Emanuele Pirro, so is Nigel Mansell behind him, and now Mansell and Berger in their Ferraris on lap 20 in the 71 lap race are absolutely together. You can see for yourselves, if Berger puts a wheel wrong, Mansell can grasp his opportunity, as he did in Hungary when he passed Senna, and he had to go there. He thought he would rattle Berger as Berger passes Michele Alboreto, and now the Austrian Gerhard Berger in the Ferrari has got a clearer track as Eddie Cheever tackles Michele Alboreto, who is now a lap behind the two flying Ferraris in one of the best Grand Prix we've had in 1989, and we're with Nigel Mansell. And now watch Berger in front as he comes up to Derek Warwick, and in front of Warwick I think is Nakajima. And now Mansell sees his opportunity. He's up alongside Gerhard Berger, and he's going through into the lead. He's on the inside, and that's Warwick passing Modena. And Mansell passes Warwick, and now Nigel Mansell leads on lap 23 of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Gerhard Berger passes Modena. Senna is closing up on all of them. What an absolutely fabulous scrap at the front.
Amazing stuff. It was difficult to